at all.
Yeah, now looking back at it, I'm like, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
get it either. But okay,
yeah, yeah.
so let's see. First
But
mistake, trade number two was gonna be right at like 10-20 something here. Um, somewhere around here with as we were sitting below view up. Um, one thing that I didn't like was my entry. Entry definitely could have been a lot better. Let me go to NQ. Wait, it's
yeah,
actually easier.
but we would have gotten stopped out anyway in that sense on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it depends. Yeah, we could have if you bought that flag on the highest point
Mm,
in that sense, you could have a stop over hood, but yeah, that would be quite long stop,
yeah.
40 points. Yeah,
So I had that entry there at like 30 something, and I took
yeah,
half size as well. So like if I'm taking
yeah.
half size, I shouldn't really even be taking the position if I'm not really a fan of the entry. So that was my mistake there, and I ended up taking a re-entry at the top of the flag here.
Oh yeah,
I forget exactly where. It was like 80 something, I believe. Um, and then I was up, I believe, like 20 something points at one point. And
oh,
then obviously we got that pop, I got stopped, and then I ended up flipping longs, right? So flip longs at like oh 09, and obviously got stopped there. So yeah, really just bad execution. And it's just like consistent trades back to back, right? I really didn't give this time to digest, and I kind of just flipped my buys relatively quickly. So that was my mistake there. Um, and I actually like this short right here. Like after we got this dip and we got this little pop up right here, I actually was actually interested in the short, but since I technically can't really take another trade for the day, um, kind of just have to watch. But we see we did get a really, really nice pull down. So initial thesis for short, was right, but we just had to kind of be a little bit more patient and just see where this put us. But
yeah, yeah. Timing is always the hard part
yeah.
in that sense.
And even then, the R to R with this last long here was just terrible. Now looking back at
Yeah,
it, right, my stop
well,
was my entry was at oh 09, so my stop was about like 40 something points, and then my take profit was just gonna be a small push up
25, 30
above.
points. Yeah,
Yeah. So now looking back at that, that's probably a negative R to R right there, which is unfortunate, but yeah, I think that's pretty much that.
yeah.
But we'll see what we have today. New day. So we'll see. One thing we were keeping an eye out on actually last night was this kind of 5 minute channel that we were in. And then we used fib last night, GP holds. So actually, oops. So I actually
Oh,
ended up using that.
did you take a trade
No, we
overnight?
didn't take a trade. We were just
Oh,
keeping an eye on it. We literally called it like once we actually get the break from this channel, um we should be able to tap into this GP, and once we get the break of this channel is when we'll look to sweep pretty much an equal high. Although we
yeah,
didn't get an equal high up here, but we actually did get a really nice break once we actually finally cleared this above this channel and view up. Um,
yeah.
but yes, I mean it looks like we are going to be opening up flat, if I'm correct.
Uh,
Uh,
nah, a bit minus, but
yeah, a little bit.
slightly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
0.1% at this moment. Yeah,
yeah, so we're still opening up within previous day's range here.
yeah.
It'll be quite interesting.
Vill du någonting? Eller löser du
Damn, when did everyone join?
det?
I don't know why I don't get notifications when I hear people join anymore.
Good morning.
Morning, Carlos.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Nah, you're all good. They're all good. Yeah, we're still opening up in previous day's range. We could potentially see an inside day today, maybe, with Google earnings today, but I don't know.
I don't typically like pattern like head and shoulders, but we actually do have a inverse head and shoulders on the 4 hours.
Ah, did we?
Yeah. It's not the prettiest one though. But
Oh, yeah, I see that. Okay. That actually line up really nicely with kind of like what we're looking for. This pop up into that kind of just upper trend line.
mm,
Yeah, for me, it actually didn't look like we tapped it just yet on the way I drew it on the weekly, if I'm correct. Yeah, we didn't quite tap that lower trend line um, from that weekly channel.
yeah, it was not on the weekly for me there. I was on the wrong channel. I have had a broadening wedge on the uh, hour, I think, and that's what we had interaction with. Where I sent to 4 hour, I think 4 hour. Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna
4 hour.
wait. I'm
I still
gonna
don't see it. Oh wait,
uh, uh,
you might
wait.
have
I'm
started
gonna.
from here.
Uh, it's very ugly for me here, but I'm gonna. Can I can I do it better? No. No, it's not very pretty. I'm gonna send it to you anyway. Mm. I don't know why I did it like that.
Oh, I see. Okay. So Tesla
Yeah,
here actually is opening up above previous high of day here. So it's actually opening up a little bit higher than a lot of these other names. And Nvidia is in a gap here. Yeah, okay, so we
yeah,
already are actually starting to fill that gap on Nvidia. Yeah, this is a daily gap on Nvidia that we did not fully fill yet. We have a little bit more room up to get a full fill up to 124.50 for that daily gap. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did potentially do that today.
Still never filled that gap from yesterday either.
On what?
Nvidia.
Oh yeah, the one that's below us, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, that'll be something to watch as well if we do get to more of a breakdown, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to get all the way down there just yet. Maybe after earnings, we'll
It's a
see,
ways
but
to go.
Here, yeah, so
Alright, we got 4 minutes till this open here. There he is. Everybody been waiting for you.
So I think I'm bullish here to start the day.
That is what we were looking at.
We have this 1 hour fair value gap here. It is the 10 a.m. candle, and then true day open, which is midnight open, is sitting right in it. So
You said hourly?
if yeah, hourly fair value gap. That's 5 a.m. candle.
I see, okay.
And then I don't know if you have this drawn out. I've been drawing out a midnight open.
I have not.
Yeah, midnight opens at 19933, which is nestled in within that hour fair value gap. So we take that out. I'd like to see us take out 20044, and then eventually attack those equal highs that me and you talked about
Yeah,
at
that's what I was saying. We were talking about that last night when we got the break above that kind of channel and above view up.
yep.
So got that break, and we almost got a back test here uh, with that 830 candle. Not quite, but our CR opening right above view up here on NQ. However, keys is, it looks like we are rejecting here a little bit. But I'm still anticipating a little bit more of a pre-earnings run-up with Google earnings and Tesla earnings today. So be watchful of that. So we are opening right in the middle of this range here, but we do have some individuals opening up a little bit higher. So if those are able to break above previous day's range, those may look to continue higher. And like I said, Nvidia here is going to be opening up within that daily gap. We didn't quite fill it yesterday, but we could look to do that today if we want to get a push above 124. I'll be probably looking to take longs though, more so off the open.
Yeah. My bias is long, but I'm not gonna try to let it control what I see here.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Alright, 30 seconds here for this open. Yeah, I'm going to be keeping out on that channel that we were in, though, that 15-minute channel that we created during the overnight. If we are able to get a back test of that, maybe like 19,900 maybe. If we do lose view up here, coming into the open. There's the bell.
Yeah, if I
Well,
was gonna enter for longs, I would look at enter in like the 40s, high 30s, low 40s,
SPY has a
like that one.
little bit of a kind of like a wedge, not a wedge, but almost like a flag forming here. Even Q's actually has a pretty nice bull flag here coming into the pre-market.
Yeah, I think we have some strength here. We can definitely take out this external internal high here at 2016. I think we can take that out pretty easily.
Yeah. Wow, Apple is weak here.
Apple's selling
Wow.
here, yeah.
Yeah.
We are sitting at this overnight lows and previous low of day as well here on Apple. Keeping an eye out on that. I would expect to see this hold here for this opening 5-minute candle. Google a little bit of a stronger open here. Should be able to get this pushed towards a previous high of day here. Unless we reject these overnight highs here. Getting back this view up here as well on NQ.
Thank you. I think this is where that 1 hour fair value gap's gonna come into play right here.
Yeah, we have a 5-minute gap right here.
Mm-hmm.
Also fib, potential fib long right there.
I'm gonna try a small position here at 40.
I'm with you.
Alright, we all with you then.
Yeah, my stop's gonna be candle close below 29 here. Only thing I'm worried about is we might sweep these lows, but my position can probably handle that. I'm only in 5 micros. I have midnight open at 19,933 here, so I'd really want us to see us respect that regardless. Okay, I really want to see ES take out its lows right here, while NQ still holds. So that's going to be SMT if ES can take out its lows.
Yeah, we have NVIDIA popping up here. Apple, like I said, I want to see this hold this
All right, we're up. We're up
but
close to 20 points here. I'm probably going to take a small trim.
I'm gonna continue to hold this through a little bit more. I think we'll be able to break this high above 70.
Yep. Yep, I took a small trim there at 20, so
Yeah, okay. I'm taking my first trim right here, 65. Out
yep.
half.
I think second trim is going to be nice at 84 here. I think we're going to see 84. Yeah, ES looks like it's a lot weaker. I do want to see us take out these lows on ES, but it is holding VWAP, so either way, looks
I'm gonna
good.
set probably a hard stop at new low of day. I would not like this to get bought back
Yeah,
down.
I have my hard stop. I'm gonna say hard stop. I was gonna put my hard stop at this low that we just created because I don't want to see us create another low. But we are up 30 points here, so try not to get greedy with that. 30 points off open.
I still like this flag setup coming in here on the 5-minute. We tapped into that gap. Also GP, this is a nice hold spot. If we do get this breakout, we should see push up to 20,000 here. We definitely could take this here. This is 35 points for me. Nice hold so far, coming in from Apple. NVIDIA is getting this nice drive up. Like I
Yep, here's
said,
40 points. It's all good. I like us to see take out this internal liquidity at least at 84, and I'm gonna get out fully there for about 45 points.
do need to clear this high though above this 80 levels. We've been struggling with for a little bit here on this 5-minute. As this range setup would still be valid if we do decide to reject here.
I'm gonna drop down to the small production.
This looks good though, as long as NVIDIA is able to continue. We are getting this pop up though, however, NVIDIA is approaching previous high of day, so I actually may look to take this if we start seeing a little bit more selling pressure come in.
So we just took out some 1 minute liquidity right there. I just want to see us rip right through this.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I would want to see Nvidia just go straight for this daily time frame gap fill, get this
Mhm.
close above, and then use this P hot as support now. Once we get this break here.
Like I said, I'm probably going to be all out at 84 for 45 points, but you guys are free to hold. I have a limit order set for there, 84.5.
I'm just gonna gonna move my stop to break even. I do not want to see this get bought down, as this would be continue to validate this range setup that we're in. So moving my stop to break even at 40.
Yeah, so just looking at it, at the ES looks a lot weaker here than NQ today. Just failing to put in new highs. We did get SMTs at those highs right there, which is a little bit worrying because ES just did not take out any internal highs at all. But
I do like how we are still holding this kind of wedge almost structure with a SPY. We held inside of that, so I would not like to see that candle break down. If anything, I would like to see it get above this 54 level. Pretty much 55 actually on SPY if it's able to do that. And we did also hold above VWAP here on both Qs and SPY, so this actually looks good for another leg up
all right,
here.
I'm out there, guys. 45 points off open.
Nice.
GG's.
Gonna let this ride here a little bit. I probably will. You guys definitely look to take all this here.
Yep, that could be done for today for most of you guys. I was only in a half position, so 45 points is more like 20 points for me.
Yeah.
But no, with the trim, so I think I'm up about 20 points.
Do you want to go over why you took that trade?
Yeah.
I'm out right there, by the way, guys, as well.
It was a good trade, guys. So
That's how we do it, man. Get in and get out. Yeah, so the reason I took that trade, right, I mentioned earlier, this is a pretty easy trade, just quick setup. As soon as I joined the call this morning, as soon as I opened my eyes actually and I looked at the chart, I saw this 1 hour fair value gap that we've been respecting, right? And nestled within that 1 hour fair value gap was true day open, which is midnight open at 19,933. And I said I would like an entry in the low 40s and or high 30s. I got my entry at 40, so went right as planned. But yeah, 1 hour structure gave me my bias. I always say I use larger time frames to dictate my bias. I dropped down to the 15 minute, saw that we are in a 15-minute fair value gap that we have been respecting. We've never got a candle close below the gap, and the gap happens to be on London Open. We've respected London Open as well. Dropping down to the 5 minute, we have a fair value gap in the 5 minute and also a BPR. So a BPR is basically two fair value gaps stacked against each other, like basically like lines up together. Um, and the BPR was on the 8:40 a.m. candle, and then the 5:15 a.m. candle. So those two are fair value gaps that line up. So that's a balanced price range. Whenever you see a balanced price range, um, the market usually respects that pretty well, right? The reason the 8:30 a.m. candle isn't a part of the BPR was because there's no fair value gap there. There's no gaps, so no imbalances that need to be filled. So my BPR was the 8:40 a.m. and the 5:15 a.m. That created my BPR. Also lines up exactly with my hour fair value gap. Also lines up with midnight open, nestled right in between. So I knew that was going to be a magnet. And we also just took out internal liquidity right there at 2014. Trade is up 80 points off open.
Yeah, this is a great push here. This would actually be my final target. Oh, my final target actually would have been a little bit before this, but
Yeah,
did
my
get
final
that
target was
push.
at with 15 right there.
NVIDIA got exactly what I wanted to. Got that push straight past P-HOD and went straight for that daily gap fill. This is where I would expect to see some selling, as we are also sitting at overnight highs right here. But we are still continuing to get some strength come in from other
And
individuals.
if you guys seen, right, before we market open, we were in this kind of structure that Alex mentioned, right? This range. So you can mark out the high and low of the range, and notice how the 930 candle, the 930 candle always purges. So what I mean by that is that if you draw out the bottom and the top of the range, right, a lot of traders that are trading structure are going to have their stop loss below this that structure that we're in, and then their stop loss above. So bulls are going to have their stop losses below, and shorts are going to have their stop losses above. Notice how we wicked all the way down, took out all those stop losses. It's called a stop hunt, and then we immediately ripped up. So when I saw that manipulation, I know that distribution is on its way up. So we have accumulation. That candle, that 930 candle, is going to be our manipulation, and this should be our distribution to reach the liquidity which we went to seek out.
Very nice.
But not bad, not shabby, man. Made up losses from yesterday, Alex.
Almost. Not really. Almost.
And to be honest, guys, I don't ever trade open so much. I feel like I'm not that good at it. So
About 7K for a day already. 7.5, but yesterday we took 11.5K loss, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, no, I like that trade as well. Just based off where a lot of those individuals were sitting at. See, it's always good to see different perspectives because it's like I'm not looking at it the same way Ton is. My view is going to be a lot more simpler. Um, but for me, yeah, we had Apple get that back test into previous high of day and overnight lows, or sorry, previous low of day and overnight lows. So we ended up tapping down into there, and I was looking for that 5 minute candle to close and hold um, those levels there. We had some relative strength come in from NVIDIA after we did get that break above VWAP, and we also had relative strength come in from other individuals. But for me, that entry is just going to be based off this 5 minute flag here. We looked at sweep liquidity that was sitting right below us. We tapped into this 5 minute FVG, and we also used a 5 minute fib level right there. Tapped perfectly off that 78.6. 78.6, and yeah, R to R was just there for me with long, so it would have been a really tight stop as a break below that. So I like
yeah,
that.
if you guys want a trade idea right here, higher time frame play. I'm not sure if we're gonna get this play or not, just because we are very close to taking out some more liquidity. I don't see the markets taking us up here just to not take out that liquidity. So I think the chances are pretty high that we take out 43 at the least. But we are in a 1 hour fair value gap that we are trying to close above right now. We failed to close above that fair value gap 4 times yesterday, and that was just what sent us down. And if you draw the swing high from the equal lows that we have above to the swing low, we are sitting at a FIP level. 1 hour. So I probably won't play that just because the drawdown is going to be insane. But it's definitely something to keep in mind. Keep in mind.
Yeah, we're
So
ripping.
it looks like we're gonna take out that liquidity here at 42.
P-HUD
Yeah.
coming up right here.
ES play there was beautiful also.
Hmm
5604. We respected that demand uh, so many times before there with the flag and
Wow.
recapture of
If you
VWAP.
look on the 15 minute, look at that respect that ES had on the 15 minute fair
Yeah,
value
yeah,
gap. And there could be SMT with
yeah,
ES right here
twice.
as ES took out his highs
Yeah,
while NQ is failing to take out his highs. So there's definitely momentum shift here
yeah.
between ES and NQ. NQ still struggling to take out yesterday's highs, while ES completely wiped that out.
Yeah.
So that could be a sign for me that there could be a reversal coming, but we'll see. Wait for more data. It's only been 15 minutes. So Adam, what we're talking about? This is it right here.
I
Look at
know.
that
I
rejection.
just seen it.
Uh,
I
this
literally
on
have it pointed out. I was gonna message you about it. I also messaged you about the BPR.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it. The remember I said like why the one PPR wouldn't be count, and then the one all the way to the left would count.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why you said that. He was subbing me
Mm-hmm.
without mentioning me.
I got you, bro.
if we don't take out the liquidity from yesterday's high here, we're actually in a 50 minutes sell divergence here on RSI with price.
Yeah, so with
The
with price reacting like this for NQ, so we're very close to taking out liquidity, right? And we didn't take that out. If ES starts to dump right here, I don't think NQ will take out the liquidity because ES would have been the manipulation.
Yeah.
But we will see.
Yeah, ES is a lot stronger here at this moment, though.
Yeah.
As you said, they diverge a bit.
But at the same time, I think until we lose these like discount arrays, these fair value gaps that we've been bouncing off of, I'm gonna remain bullish.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at that. We just dumped
Yeah.
how many points?
Let's see.
40 points
Yeah.
after creating SMT with ES.
Look at that rejection with that daily gap fill from Nvidia. Literally perfectly.
Yeah,
Right at that
crazy.
124.50. Yeah. So this is a back test of view up though on Nvidia here. Would expect this to also pull down the view up here on Qs, but SPY is above P hot here, so look to see if this back test does actually want to continue to hold for us to see higher. But yeah, relative strength coming in from a lot of these names, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
With Sunday's watches, right, we are gonna expect to see some pre-earnings run up. So yeah, Google's still moving really, really nicely here.
Yeah. So if you look at that 1 hour fair value gap, guess what? We wicked right above it again and came right back down. I'm gonna want it like if I'm gonna be fully on board with these bulls, I want a candle close above that. But on the 5 minute, we just created a fair value gap. We're trading right back into it now. I'd like to see this fair value gap kind of uses as like a jumping pad to propel us higher. But if we do inverse this fair value gap, however, I expect to see a tap back into our lows to retest that. So I'd like to use this gap as a propulsion block, which it is doing exactly that.
So does anyone have any questions on anything?
No.
No, everyone's quiet.
No.
Everyone's quiet today. Everyone's just happy we made money today.
Yeah, that's
I was gonna say
that's
everybody's
good.
recovering still.
Yeah.
Recovering. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's what my, we could definitely call it today. That was great. I don't know, that was 60 points, almost 60 points, 50 something points, I think.
Yeah, good job, guys. That was awesome.
Mm.
That was a nice. We took out all our liquidities right there.
Yeah, yeah, 51 points for me right there. So it's like pretty, yeah, still not fully back green on the week, but made back well over half of yesterday's losses there. So I'm actually
And just a
pretty,
quick psychology thing, guys. Since you guys took a red day yesterday, Alex made 7,000 out of his 11,000 back. But guess what? We still got 3 trading days left in the week, so
mm-hmm,
don't try to get it back all in one day.
mm-hmm.
I mean,
Especially
unless it presents itself, then we're ripping it. But
yeah, plenty of time left to still come back green on the week. So I mean, especially with the opening like this. This would have been a very, very similar open to yesterday if I didn't paper hand yesterday's opening trade. But yeah, very, very similar thing, up 40, 50 points to literally start the morning. We're not even 30 minutes into the open.
Yeah.
Already made that.
And
So
I'll be here tomorrow too, guys, to trade. So
yeah, you gonna be here every day from now on, all right?
yeah.
I don't pay you for
But
nothing.
Alex, are you gonna be on ITM tomorrow?
Oh shoot, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a thing. So now that I actually have my laptop, I'm actually gonna join both ITM
Oh.
and stock solutions. So I'm gonna try and listen to both. But
You already know me. I'm only gonna listen to one because
yeah, no, I'll be in both though. So
Okay, so we will talk so much then.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to put you guys on
I,
headphones.
I'll be in stock solutions. I'll be in stock solutions.
Okay.
This dude Alex is gonna be in the money, and he's gonna be fucking
I'm gonna just be on
talking
deaf
to
and
himself.
I'm gonna be on deaf the whole time. I don't know. See, like days like today, right? When we actually took that trade, like I felt a whole lot confident within that setup. Because, right, we had multiple confluences. Just from mine alone, I really, really like the setup. But then also from Ton's confluence as well, right? So that'll, make me hold my trade a little bit longer there.
Yeah, between me and you, we have like 8 confluences, so I better go up. Yeah, but it's good to be trading with like-minded people, even though you guys have different ideas. But sharing the same